About the time when Pulsar was being launched almost a couple of years back, the Pulsar team was already on the work in trying to make the Pulsar itself much better than what it was in the past. Our team in R&D pioneered a new technology called the DTSI, which stands for Digital Twin Spark Ignition.
Bajaj is the first motorcycle manufacturer in the world to use this technology in a bike that's used for everyday commuting.
In short, this is how DTSI works. Based on the inputs to the throttle opening by the rider, the TPS on the carburetor moves to indicate the load condition felt by the engine. Simultaneously, the speed sensor sends in the signal of the engine RPM to the EMS system. The ECU then sends in optimum ignition timing maps to the two HT coils, which goes in and fires the spark plugs at the combustion chamber, and this is where all the action happens.
Conventionally, bikes have only one spark plug at one end of the combustion chamber, which means slower burning of the air-fuel mixture. The Pulsar 180 DTSI has two spark plugs at either end of the combustion chamber, which helps in faster and a better combustion. This combustion process of dual spark plugs is being patented by Bajaj Auto Limited as DTSI, Digital Twin Spark Ignition. The result? More power, higher speed, higher torque. With this technology, the new Pulsar 180 DTSI is capable of top speeds faster than the newly launched Charisma, which has a 223cc engine.
While we're talking about such high top speeds, it doesn't mean that the fuel economy has gone for a toss.
The new Pulsar 180 DTSI gives the consumer higher fuel economy when compared to the current Pulsar, because it uses a digital CDI with a programmed chip. As a result, the combustion is faster and more efficient. Together with the Trix 3 system, it delivers optimum ignition timing for varying load conditions. The Pulsar 180 DTSI carburetor has on it a third-generation throttle-responsive ignition control system. This enhanced version helps the rider achieve a good balance between drivability and optimum ignition spark advance for every throttle opening and engine RPM. The application of non-contact switch is being patented by Bajaj Auto Limited. This switch makes the new Pulsar 180 DTSI absolutely maintenance-free. The new Pulsar 180 DTSI is emission compliant for the year 2005 norms already. The revamped exhaust system uses pulse tuning that helps achieve higher power and torque, and is also compliant with the latest noise norms. Because of the improvements made on the engine, the new Pulsar 180 DTSI does not use secondary emission controlling devices, which are complicated and expensive.
The Pulsar, when it was introduced, set a benchmark in the industry in terms of sportiness and aggressiveness. It hasn't been beaten yet, and to keep it that way, we had to crank it up a few notches.
The most significant addition to the Pulsar 180 DTSI is a deliberately large fairing with a large headlamp area. Here, instead of silvering the entire headlamp, we used a black mask to split up the lamp into three parts: two pilot lamps and a main lamp. The overall effect of this is to give it the look of a panther. For the first time in India, the handlebar is satin finish. The decal's finish is chrome brushed. Notice the attention to a small detail: the rubber patch with the Bajaj logo in the center to prevent scratches caused by keys. The increased wheelbase changes the proportions of the bike by giving it a sportier stance. The widened forks open up the stance of the vehicle and complement the fairing. Designed to look like a muscular arm, the silencer on the Pulsar 180 DTSI is definitely male. A lot of FEM work has gone into the frame to make the Pulsar 180 DTSI much more durable, reliable, and strong. The frame has been improved substantially for higher top speeds, larger diameter front forks, a box section swing arm for higher torsional agility, a long travel suspension at the back which gives the Pulsar 180 DTSI rider a comfortable ride even on rough roads. Add to this the 35-watt halogen headlamp and the optoprism tail lamp and a unique number plate illuminator. The new Pulsar 180 DTSI, unbeatable in power and style.
Boy, and I can bet nobody can do better than this.